Good morning. It's Monday morning. I'm making a bit of a habit of this, coming in here on a Monday. I was looking in the shops at the weekend and for wrapping paper, and having read Jeanette Mercer's link, which I will post again in here, top tips for a more kind of sustainable Christmas. One of the massive things is obviously wrapping paper, where you throw away huge volumes of wrapping paper, the bulk of which cannot be recycled. Anything that's foil or has glitter and sparkles on it can't be recycled. So where does it go? Landfill. Okay, it may not be, I don't know if it's as bad as plastics, but I mean, some of it is plasticized. But anyway, it can't be recycled, and we chuck away volumes of the stuff. And I was just walking around several of the normal stores at the weekend, noticing that I didn't find any. I mean, you probably can get it in the slightly higher end shops, maybe Paper Chase or something, but in the general shops and supermarkets, it's all foil. Shiny. Yes, it's beautiful, and I have used reams of the stuff in the past, but I really don't want to use it anymore. I have found a link to somewhere, an eco place that sells non-foil wrapping paper with lovely designs and notebooks and things that are recyclable and recycle. So I'll pop the link for that below. If anyone else has any suggestions or links, I mean, obviously, you know, we could go back to using brown paper and tying it up beautiful string or something. But what other suggestions? What else can we do to minimise this wrapping paper malarkey? I mean, I don't know. There will be some statistics somewhere, and I probably could have had a look, but I was looking for wrapping paper specifically, and when I put in, even though I put in non-foil wrapping paper into Google, what did it bring up? Pages of foil wrapping paper. So it just shows that there's not a lot of offering out there. And yes, foil paper is easy to use. It's you know, it looks beautiful, but it's madness. It's just madness because it gets ripped off. I mean, especially by children. They don't care, quite honestly, what it's wrapped in. They care about what's inside. So if you're wrapping up huge boxes that are toys, or I don't know, trying to wrap up a bike for Christmas or whatever, and using foil paper, they really don't care. I mean, you could get maybe you could use brown paper and decorate it with just shapes of Christmas things using, you know, traditional potato stamps or something. I don't know. I know this all takes time, and that's something that we don't have a huge amount of at this time of year. But you know, what other ideas do you have, or what have you done in the past? If you've already got this one nailed, what is it that you do that that saves you doing all this wrapping? I mean, there is a suggestion, just don't wrap stuff, but that's, you know, half the fun is unwrapping things. And also, and then you've got the ribbons, and you've got the lovely foil rosette things, and all this stuff that just goes in the bin. And it is absolute madness for this one day a year and the few seconds of enjoyment of what it looks like, or those days when it looks beautiful under the tree. But there are more sustainable ways to do it, and to have a Christmas where you're not adding to the massive landfill. So please do pop any links or any of your own ideas in below, so we can share them and see if we can just, in this community, reduce the wrapping paper that just ends up in landfill, because it cannot be recycled. And remember, if you stick it in your recycling bin, in some councils, if you put something in your recycling bin that can't be recycled, they won't touch your entire bin. It will go into landfill because it's contaminated or whatever. If they see foil wrapping paper in there, are they going to sort through it? If you're in one of these lucky boroughs where my mum and dad live, they actually sort it through as they collect, which is fantastic. But then other places don't, and you stick something that's non-recyclable into your recyclable bin, and you're basically wasting your time. So it might sound harsh, but let's do something different this Christmas. Let's get rid of that foil stuff. It's beautiful, but it's bad news, and find some lovely alternatives instead and get a bit more traditional perhaps. So that's it from me this morning. Please post your tips and hints and links. I've just put mine below. It's www.re-wrapped.co.uk. So if you're in the UK, that's brilliant. If you're elsewhere, then you probably want to find an alternative. Have a wonderful Monday, and I will be in here again soon. Thanks. Bye.